Shiva Sangha Vaje Ganda Vaje Vaje Garadala Madhura Mridanga Vaje Paramarasala Shiva Bahu Koti Chandrajini Pradhana Ujjvala Kala Desevana Mala Kore Jalamala Shiva Shiva Sugana Radha Preme Gadadara Bhagadevi Noda Jage Gaurara Sambhada Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Jaya Jagannatha, Baladeva Jaya Subhadra. Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Baladeva, Subhadra Jaya Sudarshana. Jaya Gaurani Gauranita, Shri Gauranita. Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha, Jaya Ananta Dev, Lakshmi Narasimha, Jaya Ananta Dev. Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Abhay Charanarvind Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. ISKCON Vibhuti Pandacharya Seva Dhol Shila Prabhupada ki jai. Jai Vishnupad Paramahams Parivajacharya Stotar Shatashi Srimadhisvangres Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Shila Prabhupada ki jai. Ananda Koti Vaishnavrind ki jai. Namacharya Shila Haridas Thakur ki jai. प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरी गोवर्धन की जय। ब्रजभूमि वृंदावन धाम की जय। द्वारका मथुरा धाम की जय। नवदीपायपुर धाम की जय। पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय। गंगा मैया की जय, यमुना मैया की जय, तुलसी देवी की जय, भक्ति देवी की जय। युग धर्म श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। श्री बलराम पूर्णिमा महामहोत्सव की जय। समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। All glories assembled devotees, all glories assembled devotees, all glories assembled devotees, all glories to Shri Gauranga. Oh, Premanande, Hari Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna. We welcome you all for this 10-day series of Shri Krishna Janmotsava 2021 being organized by ISKCON South Bengaluru. ನಿಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಸ್ವಾಗತ. ಈ 10 ದಿನದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರತಿದಿನ ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಕಥಾಮೃತ ಸರಣಿ ಅಥವಾ ಸೀರೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣ
ನರಸಿಂಹಾಯ
ಮತ್ತೆ ಪ್ರತಿದಿನ ಸಾಯಂಕಾಲ ಕಲ್ಚರಲ್ ಇವೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ನಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತ. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ದಿನ ನಾವು ಮೊದಲನೇದಾಗಿ ದರ್ಶನ, ಅದಾದ ನಂತರ ಅರ್ಚನೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಾದ ನಂತರ ಈ ವರ್ಷ 125ನೆಯ ಜನ್ಮ ಶತೋತ್ಸವ ಶ್ರೀಲ ಪ್ರಭುಪಾದರ ಇಸ್ಕಾನ್ ಸಂಸ್ಥಾಪಕಾಚಾರ್ಯರಾದಂತಹ ಶ್ರೀಲ ಪ್ರಭುಪಾದರ ಜನ್ಮ ಶತೋತ್ಸವವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಆನ್ ದಿಸ್ 125th anniversary we are having big celebration for 10 days this Janmashtami. So we'll hear some message from Srila Prabhupada and followed by fusion kirtan from Rangaraj Krishna Prabhu and his family. Also we are hoping that we are going to get the holy association of His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. We are expecting Maharaj's presence for today's event to inaugurate. So let us begin by taking the darshan of the Julan Seva of Shri Radha and Krishna.
तूगिरे रंगन तूगिरे कृष्णन तूगिरे अच्युतानंदना तूगिरे रंगन तूगिरे कृष्णन तूगिरे अच्युतानंदना तूगिरे वरगिरि अप्पतिम्मಪ್ಪನ ತೂಗಿರೆ ಕಾವೇರಿ ರಂಗಯ್ಯನ ತೂಗಿರೆ ಕಾವೇರಿ ರಂಗಯ್ಯನ ತೂಗಿರೆ ರಂಗನ ತೂಗಿರೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣನ ತೂಗಿರೆ ಅಚ್ಯುತಾನಂದನ ತೂಗಿರೆ ರಂಗನ ತೂಗಿರೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣನ
bring it ahead.
पहला नाम गोत्र बता देना।
हाँ
ये टच करके नाम गोत्र बता देना।
सोलिंस जयप्रताप स्वामी महाराज अच्युत गोत्र और मथुरा श्याम दास और उनके फैमिली अच्युत गोत्र पूर्वाषाढ़ नक्षत्र और शिवात्मा गोविंद दास और उनका फैमिली अच्युत गोत्र धनिष्ठ नक्षत्र और वेणुगोपाल दास फैमिली अच्युत गोत्र मखा नक्षत्र नरहरि चैतन्य दास and family अच्युत गोत्र हरिद्रा नक्षत्र प्रसादेश्वर कृष्ण दास and family अच्युत गोत्र प्रमोद निताई दास and family अच्युत गोत्र आश्लेष नक्षत्र रुक्मिणी रंग कृष्ण दास and family कौंडिन्य अच्युत गोत्र और शतभिषा नक्षत्र सुंदर रूप श्याम दास and family अच्युत गोत्र स्वाति नक्षत्र लोकेश्वरी लक्ष्मी दासी अच्युत गोत्र मुरली मुरारी दास and family and प्रसन्ना दास अच्युत गोत्र मका नक्षत्र प्रसन्ना दास और तिरुवादिरे नक्षत्र रंगराज कृष्णदास and family अच्युत गोत्र उत्तरा नक्षत्र मुरलीधर सुंदर राजन मका वशिष्ठ गोत्र and मका नक्षत्र मुरलीधर और सुंदर राजन family।
हरि ओम गोविंद 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 तत्सत् प्रयाणं द्वितीय प्रार्थे शतवरः कल्पे वैवस्वत मन्वन्तरे अष्टविंशति कलियुगस्य प्रथम सन्ध्यां ब्रह्म विंशतौ वर्तमानायां पंचशतचतुर्विंश गौराब्धे शुभनुवत्सर नाम संवत्सरे श्रावणी मासे शुक्ला पक्षे पूर्णिमा तिथौ रविवार नितायां शुभ नक्षत्रे शुभ दीपे जम्बूद्वीपे भारत खंडे सौर दक्षिणे लवणाम्बु वर्ष उत्तरे गंगाया दक्षिण भागे बेंगलोर नगरे इस्कन मंदिरे श्री श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी श्री श्री लक्ष्मी सिंह श्री श्री गणिता विंध्या देवी गुरु परंपरा शिला प्रभुपाद ब्राह्मण बन्ही सान्निध्ये शुभ गोत्र शुभ नाम श्री श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी तीर्थार्थे गणिताई तीर्थार्थे लक्ष्मी सिंह तीर्थार्थे सारी भक्तों को शांति लाभार्थे दीर्घायु लाभार्थे प्रेम भक्ति लाभार्थे पत्र पुष्प दक्षिणा पुष्पांजलि समर्पयामि। ओम केशवाय नमः ओम नारायणाय नमः ओम माधवाय नमः ओम गोविंदाय नमः ओम विष्णुवे नमः ओम मधुसूदनाय नमः ओम त्रिविक्रमाय नमः ओम वामनाय नमः ओम श्रीधराय नमः ओम ऋषिकेशाय नमः ओम पद्मनाभाय नमः ओम दामोदराय नमः ओम सुताय नमः ओम जनार्दनाय नमः ओम कृष्णाय नमः ओम वासुदेवाय नमः ओम जगन्नाथाय नमः ओम सुभद्राय नमः ओम जगन्नाथाय नमः बलदेवाय नमः ओम श्रीविंदाय नमः सर्वसंपदाय नमः ओम गुरु परंपराय नमः। ओम मंगलं भगवान विष्णु मंगलं मधुसूदन मंगलं ऋषिकेशाय मंगलाय ते हरि विष्णु उच्चारण मात्र कृष्ण शेषमात्वर सर्व विघ्नानि नश्यति मंगलं हर्षनाशांशया ओम तद विष्णु परमं पदं सदा पुरुषं देवी शिक्षातम तद विप्राश विपन्नयो जागृ वंश समिंदति विष्णु तत् परमं पदं माधव माधववासी माधव माधव हृदयस्मन्ति सदव सर्व सर्व कार्येषु माधवम। जयो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
Hare Krishna. So we had the nice darshan as well as the archana. So once Srila Prabhupada went to London. When Srila Prabhupada went to London, there, as soon as he went in the airport, somebody asked him, Swamiji, have you come to convert us? Then Srila Prabhupada said, no. All of you came to India and you ruled us for almost over 200 years. And you took away everything from India. But you forgot one main thing which belongs to India. That is our Vedic culture. And the message of Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, and I have come here to give that as a home delivery to you. So that way Srila Prabhupada carried this, the Vedic Sanatana Dharma, across the globe, and from 1965 to 77, in 12 years, Prabhupada traveled across the globe 14 times and established more than 108 temples around the world. And he took this, the message of Bhagavata Dharma throughout the world, and many people got inspired by that. So today, being the day of Balram Jayanti, today is a very auspicious day. Along with that, it is the Raksha Bandhana also, and Upakarma Day also. So first we'll pray to Balramji, who is the giver of the spiritual strength, to give us the spiritual strength, and he's the Adi Guru. So let us seek for his blessings, and we'll start with this whole program with a message from our founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada. Let us hear what Srila Prabhupada wants to give message for today.
So, when we become puzzled with these material affairs, what to do, not to do or not to do, this is the example. At that time, we must approach a guru. That is the instruction here we see. Jachya, prichami tang dharma sangamurachita. When we are bewildered, we do not distinguish what is religious and what is not religious. Do not use our position properly. That is tatpanna dosha apahata sabha. At that time, there is need of guru. That is the Vedic instruction. Tad vijnanatham sa gurumeva vigacche. Srutriyam brahmanishtham. This is civilization. That we are meeting with so many problems of life. That is natural. In this material world, the material world is problems of life. Padanga padanga jada vipadam. Material world means in every state there is danger. That is material world. So, therefore we should take guide from Guru. From the teacher, from the spiritual master, how to make progress. Because that will be explained later on. That the goal of our life, in this, at least in this human form of life, in the Aryan civilization, the goal of life is to understand our constitutional position, what I am. What I am. If we do not understand what I am, then I am equal to the cats and dogs. The dogs, cats, they do not know. They think that they are the body. That will be explained. So, in such condition of life, when you are puzzled, actually you are puzzled every moment. Therefore it is necessary one should approach the proper Guru. Now, Arjuna is approaching Krishna, the first class Guru. First class Guru means the Supreme Lord. He is Guru of everyone, Param Guru. So, anyone who represents Krishna, he is also. That we explained in the fourth chapter. Evam parampara praptam imam rajarsa yogin. So, Krishna is showing example where we should offer our surrender and accept Guru. Here is Krishna. So, you have to accept Krishna or his representative as Guru. Then your problems will be solved. Otherwise, it is not possible. Because he can say what is good for you, what is bad for you. He asking, Jat Shreya Sat, Nishchitam Bruhitam, Nishchitam. If you want advice and instruction, Nishchitam, which is without any doubt, without any illusion, without any mistake, without any cheating, that is called Nishchitam. That you can get from Krishna or his representative. You cannot get right information from the imperfect person or a cheater. That is not right instruction. Nowadays it has become a fashion. Everyone is becoming Guru and is giving his own opinion. I think, in my opinion. That is not Guru. Guru means he should give evidences from Shastra. The Shastra Vidimusrijya Bhattate Kamakar. Anyone who does not give evidences, proof from the Shastra, then no siddhing savabhati. He does not get at any time success, no sukham, neither any happiness in this material world, no parangati, and what to speak of elevation in the next life. These are the injunctions.
Hare Krishna. So, we heard from Srila Prabhupada, as Srila Prabhupada was mentioning, that how it is very important to have a spiritual master or a guru in our life. So, Srila Prabhupada, when he went to the West, there are many people who are teaching the yoga, and they wanted to give what they thought it is the spirituality. But when Srila Prabhupada went to West, he took the knowledge from Bhagavad Gita directly, what Krishna had given, and he gave it to them. And what was the outcome? The outcome was that many people took to the message of Bhagavad Gita and practiced in their life. And at that time there were hippies. Prabhupada turned them into happies by giving them the holy name of Krishna. So Prabhupada would stress on this aspect of the Krishna's holy name. In ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದಿದೆ, ಯಾವಾಗ ನಾವು ಹರಿಯ ನಾಮವನ್ನು ತಗೋತೀವೋ, ಹರಿನಾಮವನ್ನು ನೆನೆದರೆ ಕುಲಕೋಟಿಗಳು ಉದ್ಧರಿಸು. ಅದರಿಂದ ಬರೀ ನಮಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಲಾಭ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಅದರಿಂದ ಸರ್ವರಿಗೂ ಲಾಭ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಈಗ ನಾವು ರಂಗರಾಜ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಪ್ರಭು ಮತ್ತೆ ಅವರ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಶಬ್ದಹರಿ ಪ್ರಭು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆಗೆ. ಅವರಿಂದ ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಮಂತ್ರ ಮತ್ತೆ ಕೀರ್ತನೆಯನ್ನು ಕೇಳೋಣ. ಅದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಶ್ರೀಲ ಪ್ರಭುಪಾದ ಮೇಲೆ ಬರೆದಿರುವಂತ ಒಂದು ಸುಂದರವಾದ ಕವಿತೆ ಇದೆ, ಯದಿ ಪ್ರಭುಪಾದನ ಹೋಯ್ತು. ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಅವರಿಂದ ಕೇಳೋಣ. ಬನ್ನಿ. Let us welcome His Grace Rangaraj Krishna Prabhu and family.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Would like to welcome all the devotees for this wonderful occasion, the curtain raiser for the ISKCON ICC ISKCON Cultural Center Janmashtami Festival. So we want to offer, make a small offering to all of you. The first song that my wife will be singing is Yadi Prabhupada Na Hoito. Then we'll have a Hare Krishna Mantra Kirtan. We request all of you to participate and join with us in this Kirtan virtually wherever you are at home, and we will begin. And I would like to just introduce all the members of our family. My father Rangaraj Krishna Prabhu, my mother Malini Mataji, His Grace Sukakar Krishna Prabhu, Sukha Sabhagya Devi Dasi, my wife, good wife Anita, and Swarup is my younger brother. So Hare Krishna, we will start with the first song. Hare Krishna.
Shabya jiva rupe
Prabhupada hoito, tabe ki hoito, jivana bhavita kishe.
Parama Mangala Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Shikhadana Acharya Pracharya Shraddhamane Keturita Niyojana Jadi
Prabhupada hoito, tabe ki hoito, jivana bhavita kishe.
Prema Kalpataru Nitai Gaurera Prema Kalpataru Nitai Gaurera Krupa Karana Vibhare Niravadi Jaya Tataka Vidaye Tumare Sharana Kare Niravadi Jaya Tataka Vidaye Tumare Sharana Kare
Yadi Prabhupada hoito, tabe ki hoito, jivana bhavita kishe. Yadi Prabhupada hoito, tabe ki hoito, jivana bhavita kishe.
Nitai Gaurera Apara Karuna Vedita Shakara Deshe Jadi
Prabhupada hoito, tabe ki hoito, jivana bhavita kishe. Yadi Prabhupada hoito, tabe ki
जन्माष्टमी बलदेव महामहोत्सव की श्री प्रभुपाद की निताय गौर प्रेमानंद Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Back to you. Yes.
So thank you very much, Prabhu, for the wonderful kirtan led by all of your whole family. So we are grateful to you for this, the wonderful nectarian kirtan. Srila Prabhupada took this holy name to the West, and people got mesmerized hearing the kirtan. And whenever the devotees would go wherever in the world doing the kirtan, people would love to see these kirtans and they would get attracted to the kirtans. So that way it is wonderful because the holy name is directly from the spiritual world. So now let us just take a look on Srila Prabhupada started this ISKCON 50 years back in the New York, but right now it's spread across the globe, and what is happening in different parts of the world. Let us have a small look, and then again we'll come back to the further things. So
Here we are, 26 2nd Avenue. Very few New Yorkers know the historical significance of this humble storefront. See this sign behind me? It says Matchless Gifts. It was the name of a curio shop that was here in the mid-60s, a name that turned out to be quite prophetic indeed. It's here where an ancient Eastern spiritual tradition took root and expanded throughout the world. This is where it all began, the very first Hare Krishna temple in the West. Take a look around. You can see how small it is. The Swami would come and sit on this end and lecture on the philosophy of Krishna consciousness. Although the Hindu Vaishnava tradition, also known as Krishna consciousness, goes back thousands of years and still has millions of followers in India, it was a very new thing in the West. So Bhaktivedanta Swami decided to incorporate his fledgling movement, and that happened in July 1966. He founded the movement as ISKCON, the International Society for Krishna Consciousness.
When Srila Prabhupada came to this country, he did something that was quite daring, in the sense that his goal was to transplant a very well-established and very authentic and old tradition from India to the United States, to New York City, to the 60s counterculture. I mean, if you look at it comparatively, there couldn't be two more different cultures than these two.
Within 12 short years after he left India, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada traveled across the globe 14 times, initiated thousands of disciples, established over 100 centers, several farm communities, as well as various charity and educational organizations. But what happened to his legacy after he passed in 1977? Where does his organization stand now, 5 decades after he established it? It was underneath this tree on October 9th, 1966, that A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada held the first recorded outdoor chanting session of the Hare Krishna mantra outside of the Indian subcontinent. Chanting the Hare Krishna mantra is one of the most important activities for Krishna devotees.
We've got lots of singers here, lots of musicians, and lots of dynamic people who want to share their joy and their happiness and the purity of Harinam, of Krishna's names. And so there are quite a few different initiatives going on. The Harinam itself goes out every day, and that is generally 2 to 3 hours. People from so many countries come here. So you can sing to all over the world when you come here on Harinam. There's Kirtan London, sometimes they hold 6 to 8 hour kirtans where they invite the general public, anyone who wants to come.
I always come to kirtan to go deep inside.
Well, I cried even more than usual.
It connects me with happiness.
There's been kind of a surge over the last 15 years where we've seen more and more the youth of the Hare Krishna movement are just set alight by their desire to specifically do kirtan.
After years of planting seeds in the West, Prabhupada returned to India and with the help of his American and Indian disciples started building beautiful temples in the major cities and holy places there. One of his main projects was to build a spiritual city in Mayapur on the banks of the river Ganges.
Prabhupada was planning a project that was far bigger than ever had been attempted by anyone else.
A temple like this has never been built for hundreds of years. We want to make this like a gem.
This temple, the Temple of Vedic Planetarium, can unite the whole world and establish the peace and prosperity all over the world.
Well, Mayapur is the home for all devotees.
I was born and brought up in England.
I was born in Cape Town, South Africa.
I was born in Detroit, Michigan, in America.
I'm from Brazil.
I was born in Bengal.
My wife, Maya Pureshwari, is from Ukraine.
I originally come from China. We actually had a visitor here once from the UN, and he said, wow, this really is the United Nations here.
It's amazing how people can understand each other, although they're so different.
We have a oneness on the spiritual platform, and at the same time we recognize the differences. There's variety as well.
Mayapur is just a happy place.
Back in the early days, most of the devotees lived and served inside the temple itself. Nowadays, most devotees have families and have regular jobs. Lawyers, doctors, bus drivers, even actors, like me. Today is the Ratha Yatra Festival in New York City. Although Prabhupada started his mission here in New York, his teachings have reached almost everywhere in the world now and have been making the kind of impact that, for some places, was unimaginable 50 years ago.
На самом деле, ни разу не была на таком концерте, поэтому очень понравился данный формат. Очень много эмоций получила.
Я работаю в нефтяной компании полдня, в остальное время фотография, моя профессия.
There is no material reasons why this movement grew so much. Definitely, grace of Srila Prabhupada and his way of presentation, because so far we distributed millions of his books, probably around 20 million of Prabhupada's books, and people just by reading his books, become devotees, become convinced. His presentation is absolutely unique.
I was interested in the literature, and I stayed in the movements because there was music. There was something I could connect to, and I could immediately find my role, my place in the community.
Behind me are a row of colorful tents. Inside of each of them is a different aspect of the central components of the culture of Krishna consciousness. Directly behind me is a booth called Books on Yoga and Meditation. They give the basis of our philosophy. Basically, that we're not this body, we're eternal spiritual souls.
A BBT ela foi criada por Prabhupada há mais de 50 anos com o intuito de ter documentado, né, o seu conhecimento para poder levar para todas as pessoas, né, aquilo que ele acreditava.
Minha maior alegria na vida é esse serviço de tradução, porque eu sei que eu não estou beneficiando só a mim, mas eu beneficio as pessoas que têm acesso a esses livros. E a tradução também tem uma vantagem, algumas vezes eu gosto de escrever também, mas na escrita talvez apareçam as minhas imperfeições, as minhas debilidades, mas quando eu traduzo o livro de uma pessoa completamente qualificada, como os Goswamis ou Prabhupada, eu tenho certeza de que eu estou sendo um instrumento de uma mensagem perfeita.
Então, me inspirou muito, né, distribuir livros, porque foi também através dos livros que eu pude mudar de vida, né, mudar meu nível de consciência, né, que mudou completamente a minha vida. Então eu gosto, né, da ideia de oportunizar isso para outras pessoas, dar isso para outras pessoas, né? Algo que foi maravilhoso na minha vida, que outras pessoas tenham a oportunidade.
A partir de 2009, em 2009 nós conseguimos distribuir 135 mil livros e desde então a nossa média anual é de 350 mil livros. A minha maior felicidade na vida é quando eu vejo que o Prabhupada ele é reconhecido pelo serviço que ele fez e que faz para a humanidade.
Vegetarianism is one of the most important aspects of a Krishna conscious lifestyle. Devotees try to cause the least amount of suffering possible to other living beings. This is called ahimsa in Sanskrit. It's the principle of non-violence. Prabhupada and his followers have contributed tremendously to the fact that vegetarianism is much more popular now and has even become somewhat mainstream.
Not that long ago, it was kind of unheard of to have a vegetarian restaurant. And I would dare say that Hare Krishna are probably the first people in Australia to do one.
There were teary moments and, you know, a lot of blood, sweat and tears. But, you know, I think if you want to establish something great, you have to go through those kind of crazy processes. And now it's a massive, you know, massive sort of lifestyle choice. If you say clean eating, vegan, all that sort of stuff, now it's embraced. And I think we did a lot of the groundwork for that. It's kind of an exciting new world of vegetarian prasadam distribution.
I always eat at Govinda's, just a natural routine.
The best recipe for people to be happy, I think that developing an attitude of service towards other people. The reason we do what we do and we push every day is the reciprocation we get from the people we're doing it for. And every day they're coming in, we have people coming multiple times a day even, and just showering with us appreciation and affection and love.
I think the Hare Krishnas, that I know them anyway, are really integral to the community at James Street. I think they provide a really beautiful service and they make incredible food.
Giving out prasadam, or sanctified vegetarian food, is a symbol of love and care, and is an integral part of the ancient spiritual Indian culture. When Prabhupada first started attracting followers, he personally cooked for them and personally fed them. Later on, he asked his disciples to make sure that no one ever went hungry within a 10-mile radius of any ISKCON center.
The ISKCON Food for Life is the world's largest free food vegetarian program, which serves out holistic meals to people all around the world at 6 different centers. The Food for Life initiative in ISKCON Mumbai started in 1980s and is still going very strong, where a holistic meal is served to people every day, morning and evening.
So we started this project in the year 2004. It was a very humble beginning. On the first day, we went to one school which had only 900 students. 11 years down the road, we have set up 20 kitchens in different parts of the country. We have a presence in 8 states, and we are feeding 1.2 million kids every day.
Although he started his mission in a big metropolis, Swami Prabhupada inspired his followers to establish farm communities, leading a lifestyle of simple living and high thinking. He taught them to respect nature and how to be self-sufficient, living off what the land and the cows provide.
Számunkra a környezetvédelem az nem csak egy jelmondat, amit kiteszünk valahova az ajtó fölé, és aztán meditálunk nap mint nap, hanem mi gyakorlatban az életmódunk a legfőbb környezetvédelmi programunk. A közösségünkben 130-an élnek, és ehhez szükséges zöldséget, gyümölcsöt, gabonát, tejet, tejtermékét meg tudjuk termelni. Gabonából több mint 10-szeres túltermelésünk van.
At the moment we have around 50 cows and oxen. We have our own water system. So Krishna Valley is completely
Well, the stage program is winding down. The younger generation is really stepping up, taking on more leadership roles within the society and the organization of running festivals like this one.
I've always felt that my mission is to be of use. I have a teaching degree, so my primary job is teaching.
What we really look at is a holistic approach to education.
They teach science, they teach mathematics, they teach reading, they teach how to write, they teach how reading comprehension, and lots of other stuff, including about Krishna. And so that's why I really like this school.
Everything that we do, it's age appropriate, and it's done with the eye of just creating these positive spiritual experiences that they can look back on and want to continue or relive in some way.
I want to be an ecologist and save Krishna's trees.
I think ISKCON's contribution to the world around us has to do with the fact that it provides an authentic spiritual perspective on many of the issues that face us in the world today. We live in a world that is technologically very advanced, that is scientifically very accomplished, and yet a world where people are seeking community, they're seeking heart, they're seeking relationships with other human beings. and are seeking meaning and purpose in their lives. And what ISKCON does, I think, is provide the opportunity, provide a pathway to finding that meaning and living it in a day-to-day way that is at the same time connected to our world around us and yet gives meaning and hope for something much greater than we human beings.
Hare Krishna. So we saw that how Srila Prabhupada took this organization worldwide and what was started with one person. ಒಬ್ರು 1965 ಅಮೆರಿಕಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿದ ಒಂದು ಈ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಈಗ ವಿಶ್ವದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಭಗವದ್ಗೀತೆಯ ಒಂದು ಜ್ಞಾನವನ್ನು ಪ್ರಸಾರ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. So Prabhupada took the blessings of Balram, who is the Adi Guru, taking his strength from him. Srila Prabhupada went around to give this holy name. So ಇವತ್ತು ಬಲರಾಮ್ ಜಯಂತಿ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಈಗ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸಮಯ ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಿಮಗೆ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಕೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ನೋಡೋಣ ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಉತ್ತರ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ. Let us see how many of you can answer few questions about Balram. Let us meditate on Balram. So all of you can unmute yourself and answer. Okay. Who is mother of Balram? Who would like to answer?
Rohini. Rohini Mata, Prabhu.
Okay, yes, thank you.
Rohini Mata.
Mother Rohini. So, who all the demons who were killed by Balram? Balrama yavyava?
Dhenukasura, ಆಮೇಲೆ ದ್ವಿವಿಧ ಪ್ರಲಂಬಾಸುರ.
ಪ್ರಲಂಬಾಸುರ, ದ್ವಿವಿಧ ಗೊರಿಲ್ಲ, ಹೌದು.
ಆಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ರಲಂಬಾಸುರ, ಧೇನುಕಾಸುರ.
ಓಕೆ, ಧೇನುಕಾಸುರ, ತುಂಬಾ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಪ್ರಲಂಬಾಸುರ, ದ್ವಿವಿಧ ಗೊರಿಲ್ಲ, ಅವನು ವಾಟ್ ಹಿ ವಾಸ್ ಬಿಫೋರ್, ಅಥವಾ ಅವನು ಹಿಂದೆ ಅವನು ಏನನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದ, ಅಥವಾ ಅವನು ಬಲರಾಮ್ನಿಂದ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಕೊಲ್ಲಲ್ಪಟ್ಟ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರಣ ಏನು? ದ್ವಿವಿಧ ಗೊರಿಲ್ಲ ಅವನು ಮುಂಚೆ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ
ಕಷ್ಟದ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಪ್ರಭು.
ಯಾರೋ ಉತ್ತರ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ?
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಷ್ಟದ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
Yeah, please.
It was he was in Ramayana and he didn't give respect to Lakshmana. He honored Lord Ram, but he didn't accept Lakshmana. So he fell into bad association.
Yes, very right. So he helped Lord Ram to construct the bridge. ಸೇತುವೆ, ರಾಮ ಸೇತುವೆಯನ್ನ ಲಂಕೆಗೆ ಕಟ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡ್ದ. But later, because of this mistake, ಶ್ರೀರಾಮಚಂದ್ರಿಗೆ ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡಿದಂತ ಆ ದ್ವಿವಿಧ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಲರಾಮನಿಗೆ he is acting against. So that's why it's very important for all of us to have the right attitude, as well as if we get into wrong association, even what will be the consequences we can see from this past time. Okay, ಬಲರಾಮನ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಹೆಸರನ್ನ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ?
ಹಲಧರ, ಹಲಾಯುಧ, ಸಂಕರ್ಷಣ, अच्छा प्रभु
ताऊजी
ताऊजी
रोहिणी नंदन
रोहिणी नंदना
शेषनाग
ಓಕೆ ಅನಂತ ಶೇಷ ಬಲರಾಮನಾಗ ಬಂದಿದ್ದು
ರೇವತಿ ರಮಣ್
ರೇವತಿ ರಮಣ್ ಓಕೆ
it can be Revati Kanta Prabhu.
Revati Kanta. Okay. Yes. Revati is wife of Lord Balram. So, ತುಂಬಾ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. Thank you very much for sharing these messages or answering these questions. Now we will see one more short video on how Srila Prabhupada took this Vedic culture across the globe, and it has made so much of influence on the people. One of the disciples of Srila Prabhupada, Indradyumna Maharaj, he conducts a complete festival in the West, which is called as Krishna Fest or Krishna Festival. And where many Western people, they come and they see the Indian culture and they get attracted. ತುಂಬಾ ಜನ ಪಾಶ್ಚಾತ್ಯ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾರತದ ಒಂದು ಈ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತಿಯನ್ನ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾರೆ ಇಂದ್ರಪ್ರದ್ಯುಮ್ನ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಮಹಾರಾಜರು. ಅದನ್ನ ನೋಡಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಜನ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ನಮ್ಮ ಭಾರತ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತಿಗೆ ಆಕರ್ಷಿತರಾಗುತ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಇದೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಈಗ ನೋಡೋಣ.
ಪ್ರಭು ನೀವು ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ.
Just a minute.
My name is Krishna Janmotsava. I'm from Stellenbosch, South Africa, and I've come to take part in this absolutely magical endeavor of the Cultural Foundation in Poland. We're traveling all along the Baltic coast, and we're sharing the essence of spirituality and culture with people through the performing arts. We have theater, we have traditional Indian dance, we have martial arts, we have acrobatical acts, amazing professional performances from all over the world, and it's really an honor to be a part of it. The theater department is truly like a family. We have such a strong sense of shared purpose in what we do. It really is such an honor to be part of a team of people that are so selfless and so committed to sharing authentic spiritual life. The main performance that I'm a part of is called Sita Ram. Sita Ram can be described essentially as the original love story between the most virtuous, benevolent, conscientious king that ever existed, Lord Ramachandra, a long time ago in the general area where India is today. And then his consort, Sita Devi, is the embodiment of chastity, virtuousness, loyalty, beauty, kindness. So the relationship of love between them is incredibly deep and incredibly mature, and on a truly spiritual level. The story, of course, also encapsulates themes of good and bad. So we have like the original demon Ravana, who is a very dark character and basically embodies the quality of selfishness and greed. Under the amazingly able guidance of Srinam Vanamali Prabhu, who has been involved with Viva Cultura, he practically grew up as being part of this mission. So he's our director and he has more than a decade of experience in the theatre department, and he really just knows how to bring us together and to help us to work as a team. Then the incredibly interesting, charismatic Sundar Chaitanya is playing the role of Ravana, and he really brings out the dark side in such an accurate way. Sri Harinam Chinchamani is playing the role of Sita Devi, and of course she's such a graceful, amazing dancer. In getting ready for the show, she just spent so many hours of her time with so much patience and tolerance to help me to get all of the dance routines right. And other than that, we have such a wonderful collection of supporting players. We have the trees, played by Vrindavani and Lisa and Masha and Braja, and they do such an amazing job to support the bhav of the play and to really embody what Sita is doing and what she's experiencing. And Hanuman, played by the amazing Sachipran Gauranga Prabhu, he's just such a magical person, and whenever he embodies a role on stage, he just does it with so much dedication and authenticity. So especially there is a very intimate relationship between Hanuman and Ram, so it is very easy for me to feel so much affection and care for Hanumanji on stage. So a sense of purpose and doing something as meaningful as I possibly can is the most important thing in life. And so I've come to understand that helping people to realize their true spiritual identity is the most meaningful thing that one can possibly do and be a part of. And so this mission of Viva Cultura is in the line of the Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who aims to share love of God through the chanting of the holy names and through experiencing joy in shared spreading of love of God. So I'm incredibly grateful to be a part of it. You come and you see people step out of their mundane, dreary lives, and they enter into this realm that we've created, and you can see their faces light up in a way that probably never experienced before. And especially being on stage and being able to observe this and meeting people afterwards and seeing how their hearts have been touched is truly incredible, because essentially what we're trying to do is we're trying to plant seeds of devotion and help people to really take up the path that addresses their true identity.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama.
So deeply, deeply grateful to the Vaishnav devotees of the Lord. I offer my humble obeisances to all of you. Thank you so much for making this great, great, great sacrifice. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ ಹೇಗೆ ವಿಶ್ವದಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆನೂ ಕೂಡ ಶ್ರೀಲ ಪ್ರಭುಪಾದರ ಒಂದು by his endeavors, people are chanting the holy name. They're getting an opportunity. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಒಂದು ಅವಕಾಶ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಭಗವಂತನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸ್ಮರಿಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅವ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. ಈಗ ಕೊನೆಯ ಶಯನಾರ್ಥಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ನಾವು 2 ನಿಮಿಷ ದರ್ಶನ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಬಲರಾಮನಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಸುಂದರ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಪ್ರೇಯರ್ ಇದೆ. ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನ ನಿಮ್ ಜೊತೆ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಕೊನೆಗೊಳಿಸೋಣ. ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾಳೆ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಏನು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಕೂಡ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಬನ್ನಿ ದರ್ಶನ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ ಈಗ ಬಲರಾಮನ. This is a special prayer offering to Balramji. So let us offer this prayer to Lord Balram. All of you can repeat behind me. कामात् सदा रक्षतु धेनुकारी
कामत् सदा रक्षतु धेनुकारिः
क्रोधात् सदा मां द्विविध प्रहारी
क्रोधत् सदा मां द्विविध प्रहारी
लोभात् सदा रक्षतु बल्वलारी
लोभत् सदा रक्षतु बल्वलारी
मोहात् सदा मां किल मागधारी
मोहत् सदा मां किल मागधारिः
कामात् सदा रक्षतु धेनुकारी
कामत् सदा रक्षतु धेनुकारिः
क्रोधात् सदा मां द्विविध प्रहारी
क्रोधत् सदा मां द्विविध प्रहारी
लोभात् सदा रक्षतु बल्वलारी
लोभत् सदा रक्षतु बल्वलारी
मोहात् सदा मां किल मागधारी
मोहत् सदा मां किल मागधारिः.
So we also can offer this prayer to Balramji, because Balramji killed Dhenukasura. He represents the proprietorship mentality. ಧೇನುಕಾಸುರ ಅವನು ಹೇಗೆ ಒಂದು ಎಲ್ಲರದು ನಮ್ಮ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಆ ಒಂದು ರೀತಿ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಪ್ರೊಪ್ರೈಟರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಮೆಂಟಾಲಿಟಿಯನ್ನು ತೋರಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ಅವನಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ, ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಒಂದು ಕಾಮದ ಮನೋಭಾವನೆ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ. ಯಾವಾಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಮನೆಗಳು ಅಥವಾ ಕಾಮ ಏನಿದೆಯೋ ಅದು ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗೋದಿಲ್ವೋ ಅವಾಗ ಅದರಿಂದ ನಮಗೆ ಕ್ರೋಧ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಎರಡನೇದು, when the lust is not fulfilled, it turns into anger. So ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಲರಾಮನಿಗೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ remove the lusty propensities, and the unfulfilled lust turns into anger. Please remove that also ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ ನಾವು. ಆ ಕ್ರೋಧವನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ನೀನು ತೆಗೆದುಹಾಕು ಅಂತ. ಯಾವಾಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಮನೆಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಪೂರೈಕೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೋ, when the lust is fulfilled, we tend to become greedy. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮೂರನೇದಾಗಿ ನಮಗೆ ಒಂದು ಈ ಲೋಭದ ಮನೋಭಾವನೆಯನ್ನು ತೆಗೆದುಹಾಕು ಅಂತ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ನಾವು ಯಾವಾಗ ಕೋಪದಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೂ ಇರ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಲೋಭದಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೂ ಇರ್ಲಿ, when we are in greed or anger, we tend to be illusioned. We cannot see things as they are. ನಾವು ಯಾವಾಗ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿರ್ತೀವಿ ಅವಾಗ ಮೋಹಕ್ಕೊಳಗಾಗ್ತೀವಿ. ನಾವು ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಏನನ್ನ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನೋಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅಥವಾ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಬಲರಾಮಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಈ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸ್ತಾ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಕೊನೆಗೆ ಬರೋಣ. ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾಳೆ ಸಂಜೆ ಕೂಡ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾಳೆ ಬೆಳಗಿನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಕಥಾಮೃತದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಭಾಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಪರಮ ಪೂಜ್ಯ ಭಕ್ತಿ ಪುರುಷೋತ್ತಮ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಮಹಾರಾಜ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಟುಮಾರೋ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಕಥಾಮೃತ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಗಿವನ್ ಬೈ ಹಿಸ್ ಹೋಲಿನೆಸ್ ಭಕ್ತಿ ಪುರುಷೋತ್ತಮ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಮಹಾರಾಜ್. ಮತ್ತೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಶ್ರೀಮಾನ್ ಗೋವಿಂದ ಪ್ರಭು ಅವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಸಂಜೆ ನಾವು ಪುರಂದರದಾಸರ ಮತ್ತೆ ಕನಕದಾಸರ ದಾಸರ ಪದಗಳನ್ನ ನಾವು ಕೇಳೋಣ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದರ ಅರ್ಥದ ಜೊತೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಶ್ರೀ ಶ್ರೀ ಜಗನ್ನಾಥ ಬಲದೇವ್ ಸುಭದ್ರಾ ಮಹಾರಾಣಿ ಕಿ ಜೈ. ಶ್ರೀ ಶ್ರೀ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಬಲರಾಮ್ ಕಿ
ಜೈ.
ಶ್ರೀ ಶ್ರೀ ಗೌರನಿತಾಯ್ ಕಿ ಜೈ. ತುಂಬಾ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಆಲ್ ವೆರಿ ಮಚ್ for joining this evening. So please request your near and dear ones and friends to join in the coming days also. Tumba ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.